Welcome to WFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. First off, on the local scene. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College Center for General and Continuing Education, SVGCC, CGCE, yesterday distributed certificates to participants who successfully completed the CGCE's short courses and the College Access Program Pathways to Success, CAPS. In her remarks at the certificate recognition ceremony held at the SVGCC Villa campus, acting head of the Center for General and Continuing Education, Mrs. Denisha Hector Kwashi, said 24 professional short courses were offered across 3 cycles.
These 24 courses unlocked a new era of access at the SVGCC, as our courses now have no academic entry requirements. We provided 12 courses in the TVET field. Importantly, we offered for the first time in the short course format N and CVQ certificates. Today, we will distribute 37 regionally recognized certificates in electrical installation, and we will be submitting to the SSDA another 13 for certification by the end of this week. This is a proud moment in the short course history of SVGCC, as our short course participants are now armed with dual certification, which can unlock new possibilities locally and regionally.
As it pertains to the College Access Program, Pathways to Success, CAPS, which acts as a bridging program and provides an alternative pathway for entry into the SVGCC, Mrs. Hector Kwashi said 14 participants received certificates of completion at yesterday's ceremony.
Today, 14 participants will receive their certificates of completion. It must be noted that 9 of the 14 participants have met the 2.65 GPA required to matriculate into full-time SVGCC programs. 5 are now full-time students at the Division of Arts, Sciences and General Studies and the Division of Technical and Vocational Education, pursuing studies in hospitality, IT, business studies, and automotive repairs. Another 2 await enrollment into the DNE's Nursing Assistance Program. For the 2025-2026 academic year, the CGCE now has enrolled over 70 students in its CAPS program.
Meanwhile, Minister of Education and National Reconciliation, Honorable Curtis King, commended the participants.
Specifically, I want to commend the various facilitators in this program and all the other stakeholders, because you would have had to have some sponsors that help to make this program a success. But above all, I want to commend you, the participants, a total over 600, because you have given that commitment to yourselves as well as to your country. Because when you enhance your capacity to improve your own life circumstances, you are at the same time enhancing the capacity of our country to transform itself for the better.
That was Minister of Education and National Reconciliation, Honorable Curtis King. Scores of officers from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, RSVGPF, were empowered with critical health knowledge during a men's health symposium hosted at the Old Montrose Police Lecture Hall yesterday, September 24th. The symposium was a joint initiative between the RSVGPF and the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Medical Association, and formed part of national activities to observe Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. A distinguished team of medical professionals from the Milton Kate Memorial Hospital, led by Dr. Jasmine Ellis Davey, facilitated the session. The delegation also included Drs. Rohan Dishong, Naja Peters, Mark Cumberbatch, and Rialyn Burke, who brought a wealth of expertise to the officers. During the highly interactive and engaging event, Dr. Dishong delivered a presentation on men's general health, highlighting the importance of routine checkups, diet, exercise, and early detection in the prevention of chronic illnesses. Dr. Cumberbatch followed with a detailed discussion on prostate cancer, covering its causes, symptoms, different types, treatment options, and the crucial role of early screening. Meanwhile, head of the delegation, Dr. Ellis Davey, commended the RSVGPF for prioritizing the health of its officers, noting that when men, especially those in demanding professions like policing, take proactive steps to safeguard their health, it strengthens not only their individual well-being, but also the well-being of the communities they serve. Following the knowledge-sharing session, the medical team conducted a series of on-site health checks on participating officers, including blood sugar testing, blood pressure monitoring, and the prostate-specific antigen PSA test, which is vital for detecting early signs of prostate cancer. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States OECS Commission, through the Unleashing the Blue Economy of the Caribbean UBEC project and funded by the World Bank, recently hosted Business Development Services BDS information sessions for micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The sessions included an in-person session on Tuesday, September 16th at the Center for Enterprise Development Conference Room in Kingstown, followed by a virtual session on Thursday, September 18th via Zoom. These sessions followed successful engagements in Grenada and St. Lucia, ensuring that MSME owners across the region are informed and prepared to access grant funding under the regional MSME Matching Grants Program. Simone Murray, UBEC Business Development Services Consultant in St. Vincent and Grenadines, led the information session. Murray said this section of the Matching Grants Program, which speaks to business development, also allows persons to participate in business training, and some of the training that they would be exposed to is financial management, marketing, human resource management, customer service, and also support for developing their grant proposals to be submitted on the UBEC Matching Grants Program. The Window 1 call for proposals launches soon. Eligible MSMEs in Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines can apply for grants ranging from US $5,000 to $25,000 to grow, innovate, and strengthen their businesses. In regional news, Guyana's President Irfan Ali challenged world leaders to do more to address climate change while addressing the United Nations UN General Assembly yesterday afternoon. He told the UN that there is need for a unified global action to limit global warming, noting that Guyana is already doing its part. We continue to match our words with actions, protecting our forest, investing in sea and river defenses, improving drainage and irrigation, and restoring mangrove ecosystems to protect our people, our land, and our livelihoods, President Ali said, according to a report by Guyana News Source. It was noted that Guyana's Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030 demonstrates that economic growth and environmental stewardship can advance hand in hand. Guyana is the first country certified under the REDD+ Environmental Excellence Standard. President Ali said by successfully selling carbon credits, Guyana is demonstrating to the world that nature has tangible value and that innovation and responsibility can be rewarded. The first step in any court hearing for maintenance should be a mandatory DNA test to confirm whether the child is the man's. That was the recommendation of Barbados Acting Chief Magistrate Deidre McKenna as she participated in an online panel discussion titled Financial Child Support Delinquency. It was hosted by the Men of Character Men's Ministry of the Mount of Praise Wesleyan Holiness Church, Tudor Bridge, St. Michael, recently. She said that the cost of a DNA test, about $800, should be borne by the state, reiterating that any hearing on child support must begin with an understanding of whether the man accepts he is the father. My suggestion is let the state pay for the DNA test, she said. According to the Barbados Nation News, the acting chief magistrate cited a case in which a man was supporting 5-year-old and 9-year-old children, but a subsequent DNA test revealed he was not the father of the 9-year-old. She said it left him devastated on hearing the results. She said that in such cases, there was no compensation for the payments already made. In addition to a right to a DNA test, the acting chief magistrate said men had a right to return to the courts in the event they were unemployed and negotiate child support payments. Listeners heard that in some cases, men were in arrears up to 10 years. And finally in the news at this hour, former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has been sentenced to 5 years in jail after being found guilty of criminal conspiracy in a case related to millions of euros of illicit funds from the late Libyan leader Colonel Muammar Gaddafi. According to BBC News, the Paris Criminal Court acquitted him of all other charges, including passive corruption and illegal campaign financing. The ruling means he will spend the time in jail, even if he launches an appeal, which Sarkozy says he intends to do. Speaking after today's hearing, the 70-year-old who was president from 2007 to 2012 said the verdict was extremely serious for the rule of law. Sarkozy, who claims the case is politically motivated, was accused of using the funds from Gaddafi to finance his 2007 election campaign. This has been WFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. Our next newscast will be presented at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to join us then.